Hi and welcome back. Now, if you have been following Undecember, they just dropped the free demo. This is basically a Diablo slash Path of Exile type game. It's a Korean game as well, so you can expect a lot of currencies to come in the game. Now, the game itself actually plays okay. The low levels are obviously going to be a lot less than what the higher levels will be, but so far so good. Visually, it is quite stunning, to be honest. Control wise and responsiveness is really good. It was unexpected that it was actually going to drop for the demo. I'd looked around a couple of weeks ago and couldn't find anything, but I think their actual release date is the 13th of October. Now, as I said, this is a Korean based game, so there will be loot boxes. There's already a few currencies in there as well. This free demo can be found on Steam. It's worth trying if you are waiting for Diablo 4. This has very much got a feeling of Diablo, but I would say it's a bit more slow paced than Diablo. Path of Exile for me was just too confusing. This does have a couple of different mechanisms like your Zodiac, which is your strength, etc. Then you have to do your combinations for all of your weapons as well. Now I only use the sword. You have got a bow, a hammer, a sword and a staff from what I've seen so far. I'm going to shoot it probably in the next couple of days just to see what the general outtake is of it. But so far the mobs seem actually okay. The storyline seems okay. The dialogue seems really good. Visually it looks fantastic. The gameplay itself is really good as well. The zones are a little sparse. They're just random mobs sitting around. It's not like, I'd say, Diablo. I'm going to use that as a comparison quite a lot, where in the world itself there's loads of things you can try and find. That isn't in this game yet, but this is just a demo. There's a prologue at the very start of the demo where you can choose all the weapons. Gives you a little feel for what they've got. It's the usual sort of stuff. The whirlwind with the sword, the bow, poison, etc. There's nothing new in that element at all. The one thing that does worry me, the currencies in the game already that I can see, it looks as if there's going to be a lot of things in terms of cosmetics and possibly potions from what I can see, but I may be wrong. Let's say they may change it as they come out here. I believe it's been live in Korea for a while. It's more of a Lost Arky kind of feel than anything at the minute, but it's worth trying. The demo, as I said, is on Steam now. The footage you're seeing behind you is basically just me playing for 45 minutes. It is a bit of a gotcha as well in here. There is timed mechanics for loot drops and stuff, which is never a good sign. I know they try and make sure players play as long as possible for the day, but that usually stems to other gotchas landing as well, which isn't exactly what you really want. Now, the game itself, as I say, runs really smooth. There's only 3 servers available just now. Asia, America and Europe. Now the European server for me, I'm in Great Britain, was running at 39 milliseconds, so I'm suggesting it's probably going to be in France or Germany. So if you're on the outer skirts of Europe to the west, to the east, then you may struggle to get a good connection, but you will get connected. Now, will this beat Diablo, Path of Exile, Lost Ark? Probably not. Is it a good time filler? As long as they don't overfill it with loot boxes and stuff, it could be. It's got the potential. It does have raids as well. I haven't got to the raid point yet, but I have seen some footage on it and it actually looks really, really good. Now, as I said, this is going to have a lot of people hyping it up to be the biggest thing on the planet. It's not going to be, just FYI there. It's not going to be better than Lost Ark or anything, but it seems to be quite a young game and it could grow to be better than Lost Ark, etc. A lot's going to depend on the loot boxes, if they're going to fill it with stupid currencies, etc. That's going to be the main things that probably make or break it. Now, the West don't really like all that sort of stuff, whereas Korea is pretty much the norm. So I'm hoping that they adapt to how we play most of these games. I would personally rather pay for the game at the box. I think it's going to be free to play. From what I've seen, I think it's actually going to be mobile as well, and if it's a mobile, that's never a good sign, as we've seen with Diablo Immortal. But this is a game itself. Try out on Steam. It's completely free for the demo. Just download it, see what you think, play through as long as you can.